quiz, Mika. Are you ready?
Shoot it.
Here we go. Hook, top roll press.
Top roll.
Flop wrist or king's move.
King's move.
Strap, no strap.
Whatever, strap.
Whatever strap. Leg days.
Fantastic.
You do them? Obviously, you play tennis, so...
No, I do have, yeah.
Is that your leg day, or do you actually still do leg days?
That is mostly my leg day, but yeah, I've started to do a little bit of it.
Okay.
Recently.
Tournaments or super matches?
Super matches. Wait, tournament or super? I love both, but super matches.
Favorite arm wrestler?
Ooh, oh, that's rough. Which category? Girl, boy, super
Favorite arm
heavyweight?
wrestler?
Currently or all ever?
Favorite arm wrestler?
Oh, so hard.
You only have to pick one. It only has to be your absolute
Devin
favorite.
Larratt.
You've done it.
It's gotta be.
Least favorite arm wrestler?
Least favorite arm wrestler? Who's my least favorite arm wrestler?
Stumps everybody.
Who's my least favorite?
Who do you not like?
Mendagas Terasitis. No, I'm just kidding. That's my favorite arm wrestler. Don't even.
It's a very popular answer. Look. No,
Mendagas is like my boy. Fuck. Who's your least favorite arm wrestler? Come on.
Neil Pickup. Easy. That's the easiest question you've ever asked.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I'll come back to that later.
No. Least favorite arm wrestler.
Fuck.
It could be the personality. It could be someone you really don't like as a person.
Fuck.
But it could be someone who's just you don't like the style.
I like every style. I don't care about styles. I admire all styles.
Don't give you some of the popular answers.
Sure. Shoot.
So we get Neil a bit.
Yeah.
We actually get Jerry Caderet.
Love Jerry.
Quite a lot because of the flop wrist press. A lot of people don't like it. Obviously, Minder is a very popular one. A lot of people say Minder.
Yeah. People pick Jerry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think
savage.
It's when I say it. You know, it doesn't have to be the guy.
Right. You don't like. Style. Right. It could be just the style.
And then they use that as a bit of an out.
More. I need more because this is like.
Who else have we had?
Oh, okay. I'll give it to you, Daddy Khan. No. Daddy Khan.
You don't like Daddy Khan? No. Why?
It's not that I don't like Daddy Khan. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. If I had to pick anybody, it'd be him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's strong as shit. Don't get me wrong. He's a fucking good arm wrestler.
Yeah. Is it his style, or do you just don't like the look of it? He looks like a bit of a prick.
I don't know. It's just like, because I love Oleg so much.
Yeah.
Like Zok.
Yeah.
Like he's so fucking lovable.
Yeah.
And like when he yanked him and shit, I was like, oh, fuck that guy.
There you go. That's all it needs. That's all it needs. But, you know what? That might be the most honest answer I've ever had to that question. Somebody you actually like. That guy,
but I don't know him personally, so it could be, who knows? But it seems like
he's coming after you now anyway. Proudest arm wrestling moment?
Definitely beating Joshua Davis.
Yeah?
Probably, yeah. Because that was insane.
It was insane.
I was not supposed to win that match. Like after round one, I didn't feel my arm. So I was like, there's no avenues. And I had to do the press, and I've never done the press because of my elbow issues. Everything happened in that tournament was insane.
Yeah, that round one was like a full super match and a half.
That was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's probably my proudest moment in arm wrestling for sure.
Short-term and long-term goals?
Short-term goals is do as best as I can here in arm wars, obviously. Win my match against Craig. Win my match against the winner of Joshua and Adrian. Long-term is as far as you can go.
World champion?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to at least be like in the conversation of like my weight class being really top elite, like elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
just considered like
considered elite.
Like if I can even finish top 5 WAF or top 3, it would be like insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, long term, like you're talking about like
long term.
I mean, I have crazy thoughts. So I don't know if you want to hear about all that.
Give us some, mate. You know.
I mean, being number one. I mean, that's
yeah.
Why we're
and how do you do that?
When?
No, how? Who do you beat to do that?
That's a good question. I'll break it down, yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
So in California, I'll be number 1 in California first, because that's like the first step. So I'd have to beat Dallas Langston, who's a stud. He's a friend of mine. Jamie Sheldon. Another crazy killer is David Agian. So those are 3 absolute fucking killers. And there are more, but those are like the 3 crazy ones that I have to somehow beat.
Yeah.
That would be like the first big, huge, like crazy step. And that's just Cali.
Yeah.
And then when you open up to USA, it's like the list goes on. So I would definitely locally, like USA, try to go to these tournaments, get these matches. If I can get, it'd be rough. Craig Tullier would be insane. Like at one point, if I can get that W. Artem on the right too. I lost him on the left. Like the match with him on the right, he's a completely different animal now. So like all these guys in USA, they're very tough matches. I would like to like be the guy, and dominate that. And then if I can do that, then we'll think. I'm thinking more internationally. I'm thinking more like let's go to WAF. Let's face the Kazakhs, the Armenians, the Georgians, the monsters of the world.
And the talent though is so deep. It's probably not even worth getting into.
Yeah, so it's like.
Yeah, so elite puller arm wrestler, best in the US.
That's the goal, but I definitely want to be the best in California, and I definitely want to be like top contender in USA for sure. Yeah.
Because even if you get to number 1 in some people's eyes, you won't be, and it's
sure.
always.
As long as I'm in the conversation, I'm tough.
Yeah.
I'm a tough matchup, and I've gotten to that level of strength.
Yeah.
I really want to. Yeah, that'll be fun for me.
Nice. Trash talk or sportsmanship?
Both. I think sportsmanship and trash talk. I don't think that. It's kind of I have a very different take on it than most people. I think banter, humor. I think chill sunnin. I think maybe not throwing the dolly at the bus. Like I wouldn't do something like that. I don't enjoy stuff like that. Talking about people's family members, shit like that. But I think personal like trash talk one-on-one. I think
so more chilled than Connor.
Yeah, really. I'm more towards Chael than Connor.
Yeah.
I think Connor's great, but there's just certain lines I probably wouldn't cross. But I love trash talk. I love when people do it. I love when I watch it. It's interesting, and especially if they do it with like good taste, because it's tough to. If you're a good trash talker and you do it with taste, that's like the juicy trash talk. You know what I mean? Like if you just go like for the low blow, whatever. Yeah, it's still good. It's still entertaining, but like there's a creative trash talk.
It's hard to come by now.
I love it.
We're kind of waiting for the next...
And sportsmanship after. And sportsmanship when we're done.
Okay.
And it's all, whatever. That's fine.
Is there any that have gotten a bit heated and even afterwards it was like, still don't come and talk to me if you see me in public?
For me?
Yeah.
No. I actually have one moment where I do regret. Okay. So most of my matches... people get fired up, I get fired up, and it's great and whatever, and we get crazy, and then we're cool after. But this one match I had, I was in Arizona State, and I remember I woke up and I was so excited, I yanked off the bed, and I jammed my neck really fucking bad. Yeah. Like I couldn't even move it, and I was taking Advil. I was so pissed because I was prepared, I was strong, and I was just like that angst, and I had this match with this guy, and I think I had lost one round, I can't remember, but it was like, this was it, and I was gonna go, and I pinned him, and it was really hard to win that, and I won that, and I just went fucking bananas. And
Were you strapped to him at the same
strapped him. I didn't yank him or anything hard, but I yelled. I didn't have anything against the guy. Yeah. It was just like the relief of winning, and I yelled way too much, and it was like almost like directly, and then after he came off, he kind of looked at me like, upset, obviously, fuck you, and for sure warranted. And then after I came off, I completely apologized. I'm like, I'm so sorry I did that. It was not you. And I grew from that moment. I was like, I got to watch myself a little bit.
Okay.
Too much.
That's quite mature.
Yeah.
Are you testing yourself? When you go to a table, are you testing yourself or are you fighting your opponent?
Testing myself versus fighting.
Yeah.
Say that again.
So when you go to the table, your opponent's on the other side. Are you going there to test yourself, test your limits, or are you going there to fight that guy?
I'm going there to win.
So you're going there to fight?
I'm going to, win. Guy. Now, there are times where, and this is why I do sometimes like testing myself, is because I know the story of John Brzezinski, and John Brzezinski was like the first guy I watched. and I knew he would get into these positions just to like, he could win like top roll, but he's like, you know what? Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
So like,
Still does that to this day.
I still does that, and I find that so cool.
Yeah.
And I love that. So sometimes I'll do that.
Yeah.
But my main, listen, I'm not that established in the sport yet, so it's like I don't even have the luxury to do that. Like I come here, these guys are so damn good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna test myself. Sometimes I do it though, which is kind of wild. But it's like, no, I'd rather just kill him.
Yeah.
Fight him, kill him, take whatever I can.
Yeah.
Fucking bury him.
Cut off their heads.
Just done. And then, maybe like last round. But even then, like the stakes are so high and you're not. When I'm confident.
When you say last round, do you mean if you've done 1 to 3, are you doing the 4th round? I might experiment there.
I might.
Or are you experimenting?
If I'm really confident, I might.
Yeah.
It just depends on the confidence. Like if the match is tight, I'm not going to throw that away, right?
Well, that's where the danger is, isn't it?
I know, but I'm just saying if the match is already so tight, I'm already like fucking into it.
I get it, mate. But when you talk about John,
yeah, he's crazy.
John will do that. Like he will throw, like not throw it away, but you know what I mean. If he thinks, hang on a minute.
The last match I had with Lyle,
yeah,
he came up to me because I wanted to top roll him.
Right.
That was my main plan.
Yeah.
And I had just barely started to really hook, like training the hook and whatever. And he came up, he's like, "Can you hook?" And it just pissed me off a little bit, I was like, yeah, I can fucking hook. And then the whole match just ended there.
Yeah.
And then even mid-match, I realized that I don't even know if I could have rolled him out because his containment was so good.
Yeah.
But that match was me like, okay, let's test.
Yeah.
So
and that is brave,
especially
to go inside against Harry, because Harry is deceptively strong in there.
Yeah, he is.
He's quite big for the weight. Rest or active recovery?
Active recovery.
Any particular active recovery? Anything that's...
Depends on... Yeah, I'm already so active, so I'm always doing it, but I don't like to, not do anything.
Yeah. I suppose we're probably going to get more into the tennis stuff. Because since you and Josh pulled, I went and bought a table tennis table. Mm-hmm. And me and the missus are now like...
Boom, yeah.
On it. And my right arm feels so much better than my left.
Yeah.
Just generally.
Yeah.
My right arm just feels less...
tennis is obviously... Arm wrestling and tennis don't mix. The table tennis, yes, it's a little bit easier.
Right.
Because it hurts. But I'll tell you what, whenever I arm wrestle, on Saturday, and on Monday I'm playing tennis, by the time Tuesday rolls around, my hand is thick.
Yeah.
It's super thick because gripping, hitting, gripping.
Yeah.
All that work I did on Saturday is now getting stimulated, reinforced. I don't know, that's just how I think about it.
Yeah.
So it just, and I always call my mates like, guys, is your hand super strong and thick on Tuesday and Wednesday? They're like, no.
Because we did this particular training.
You're not doing that.
Yeah.
And so I think that it helps. I think that it's helped me get...
Is it thicker or is it just in your head? It just feels...
It might be in my head, but people...
Stronger.
No, it actually did get a lot thicker.
Yeah.
Well, from arm wrestling in general.
It will do when you...
Imagine you're gripping the racket for hours. You're just feeding. And I feel my hand, because it's still kind of worn out a little bit, and it's getting the blood going in there, and it's just
Yeah.
So I think it helps. So active recovery for me. I don't like to sit around not do anything. Even before this match, people are like, take a whole week off. Whole week off of me, you know how fast I lose endurance? If I take 1 week off of tennis, for example, do you know how hard it is on that one day to come back and work and start running around? I feel like shit.
So you don't recommend
I don't
rest?
think you should take a complete rest.
Right.
Are you swimming?
Just keep it light.
Okay, maybe I don't do volume. I don't like volume. I don't like massive volume before my match. But I'll still do something.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. You go to 95% static, hold for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing that stuff.
It's something. And you're replacing the blood in there and stuff.
Yeah, just keep yourself active. I even do a table session now because I talk to one of my mentors now is...
But you've got to behave if you're going to be doing a table session.
I know.
That's got to be the hardest bit.
Listen to me. This is my biggest weakness, okay?
Yeah.
You're talking to the
it's
guy.
every arm wrestler's biggest weakness.
Second thing, first arm wrestling. My arm wrestling's biggest weakness. But it's I know you got to help. You can't help yourself sometimes. It's bad. It's gotten me in trouble quite a few times. Yeah. But Daniel Proprochkic, and Tiberio, they're a team. 201 arm wrestling. They're my favorite.
Yeah.
And they've been helping me. They're mentoring me and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so and one of the things they were telling me your match is on Saturday, right? Thursday, table time. But not negatives, don't get fucking ripped open.
Yeah.
But go over your moves, go over your sit-up, don't go more than 3-4 seconds.
Yeah.
That
as long as you don't pull with anybody stronger than you.
As long as you don't put anybody stronger than you in Turkey. in Istanbul.
Is that what you do? Is that what you're doing on Thursday?
No, just a little bit.
All motivated
Just a little
by
bit.
all the red wins, all the rest wins. Strength, speed, technique, stamina.
Strength.
Rank them.
Strength number 1.
Okay.
Technique. Oof, that's a good one. Speed, technique. I would say technique.
Technique above speed.
Oh, fuck, that's hard. I mean, they're all kind of like.
I know.
They all kind of intertwine because if you're strong, then the speed. Like if you're not strong, you can't be. What's speed gonna do?
No, but I'm saying to you now, right? You're going to be an arm wrestler tomorrow. You're going to wake up.
And put my stats.
You're going to be a
strength.
You're going to be a 10 one of them, and you're going to be a 9 another. You're going to be an 8
strength
another.
and technique first too.
So you want strength,
then
speed. Technique, speed, stamina last.
Fuck.
You're only going to be a 6 stamina.
Yeah, because if I'm strong, I don't fucking need the stamina.
A lot of people say
Just
that.
smash you.
Yeah.
Strength, speed, technique.
But then some
tough.
guys put technique at the top and say if you've got technique, you don't need the strength.
No way. I don't care how much technique you have. Someone stronger than you can smash you to the fucking pad.
No, you beat people.
You can beat people
all
stronger
the
than you,
time.
but how much of a gap we're talking about?
Yeah, but how much of a gap between the skill and the gap between the strength?
Like okay,
You know what I mean?
but then can you really beat someone stronger than you? I'm saying you have to have something that's stronger than them. Maybe you're not strong in all the 6 areas.
Yeah.
But maybe there's that one area. Come on. It's tough. It's a hard question.
Yeah, but with technique, you could only have one area. You can pull them into that area.
Correct. If you do have that one area, you could beat someone stronger than you. As long as the
Someone
gap
could be
isn't
stronger
too big,
than you in 5 ways. You're stronger in 1. If
you can still win.
Technique, yeah.
You can still win. So I think strength, technique, speed, stamina.
Still going that way.
I think so.
Most people do that same order.
Yeah.
Rank yourself. Strength, speed, technique, stamina. Where's your strength? Out of 10.
I would say speed, strength, technique, stamina.
No. Out of 10. So.
Rank
are
all
you
of them.
10 strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, strength, like relative to how strong I think I can be eventually, or just in comparative to other arm wrestlers, or
Whatever you want to rank it. It's weird because
that's a hard
because
question.
I've asked this question of 20 arm wrestlers or whatever, and it's only today, and all 3 of you that I've asked have all said compared to what? Where's my measuring stick?
I need the relative.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think I'm not anywhere near my strength, so I would rate myself maybe a 6.
But you're ranking yourself
6 out of 10.
to your final form is what
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Maybe even 5.
Technique.
6 out of 10.
What in strength?
I would say 6.
So you're saying
6.
you're only like almost half as strong as you want to be one day.
I think so.
But you're going to put on some weight to get to that.
Probably. If it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not half. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Probably even if I gain like 20%, that'd be sick.
Okay.
That's insane.
So you think you might be at
6,
more
7.
like
Okay,
70,
6, 7
80?
maybe. I hope not.
Right.
I hope I'm not 80.
65.
I need
70.
more.
I need more power.
Technique?
Technique.
6.
Okay.
Too young
Yeah.
in the sport.
Takes a long time, doesn't it?
It's too much. 6.
Speed.
And that's like being nice, generous.
Speed.
Yeah, like fucking 9.
Yeah. Up there. Yeah.
I'd probably say pretty high.
Yeah.
Maybe 8.
Stamina.
Surprisingly, not too bad.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Not bad. I thought I was gonna be lower, but from the last match, I'd say 6, 7.
Last match was, I mean, jeez.
Yeah, stamina's not too terrible for a guy who's like explosive.
Yeah.
I feel like I have more stamina than I should, and which is great, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah. Well, you kept up with him, and he's a catcher, and you ended up overtaking him. So there you go. So let's just talk a little bit more just about Mika.
Okay.
So that was the 10 pop quiz answers.
It's a really good pop quiz.
And you smashed it, mate. You smashed it.
Great.
So it got less pop quizzy towards the end because it got
Right.
The others
Usually pop is like quick.
No. They all start off rapid fire,
And then it
by
starts
the end we're just having
well,
a
you go into
conversation.
these other technical questions.
Yeah. So tell us about Mika.
Yeah.
not necessarily you found the sport. We've heard
for sure
the inspirational story behind that. Tell us about since last time we've seen you. What have you been up to?
Yeah, after I left Armors, I was cloud nine, super ecstatic, and I tried to I just added gym time. I wanted to get stronger. I wanted to get better. Worked with 201. I got on their program. Unfortunately, after Armors, the elbow wear and tear was pretty bad, so I had to take 3 weeks off. And the thing is that I still have to teach tennis. I still have a business to run. That's like my bread and butter, and actually I love doing that. So it's tough to get off, to not have that racket in your hand.
No.
So it slows down my progress in healing. It slows down my progress in arm wrestling, and you know, in that regard, even though, like I told you, it does help with other things.
Sweet, mate. I just need to get this one set. Yeah. Sorry about that. We got really interrupted by a fat lad. So what were we talking about, Mika?
We were talking about back home and elbow and rehabbing. So basically,
so you said you had
so
some
I had to
issues
take
from
2-3 weeks off.
Yeah.
So the matches sent my elbow to the shadow ram, and then I rehabbed myself back. And yeah, what I was telling you is this tennis thing slows it down because you have to hit, slows it down. But started getting into the gym, started working out with my buddy Henry DeGros. He's actually a really good arm wrestler. Back in my crew, West Side Los Angeles arm wrestling team. Love those guys. Anyway, so we started working out, going to the gym now. So I'm adding gym time. So I do tennis. I'm trying to get a workout in the morning.
Yeah.
I got a table set up. I got the whole thing now. And then I just go to tennis, and then I go to the gym, and then I'm back, and then I do maybe a little more workout. So I've just been gaining. Super strong. I start feeling people at the table a little bit easier. You know, I'm starting to get confidence. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to come back so much stronger. Because I knew if I came back, I needed to come back a bit stronger, you know what I mean? And then I got another stem cell shot. I went to Tijuana, got my stem cells done. That kind of slowed things down because, you know, you can't work out on the stem cell stuff. But
try saying that to Devin.
Yeah.
But
he fucking does. So I took a week off. And then, and then right away, I was, you know, back on the flight. And then I went to Italy, and then you know the whole fucking story about the luggage.
Yeah.
Fucking nightmare. The whole thing in Italy was a nightmare. And then Istanbul was sick, and then I'm here. Yeah. So yeah, just training, trying to get stronger and better.
So how much pulling did you do out in Istanbul?
This is what happened, all right? So when I was in Italy, okay, for some reason, I don't know if you know this, but in August, they don't have anything open. Because Italians are fucking chill, bro. They're like, hey, enjoy the water, you know. I'm like, you have no gyms, because I'm preparing because I spent 2 weeks in Italy. That's quite a long time with no activity. So I was like, because my wife and kid, like, we're like, oh, why don't you just come to Italy? You're going to there, just come to there. I'm like, okay, fine, let's do it. So we get there, plus I have a 2.5-year-old, you know, running around. It was like a nightmare. But
so anyway, what you do? Are you in the garden with rocks?
Dude, I was like,
pull-ups on the
there's
on
no
the
gym. So then I hit up the arm wrestlers, and anyway, it didn't really work out. So I go to this shop, and I'm like, guys, like, can you please get me? I need to get to a gym. And they're like, un momento. And then they call this guy. He's like, oh, I'll just come down and give him the key. He can use my. Swear to God, he's like, oh yeah, I don't use it in August. He came down, he opened it for me. He's like, yeah, when are you leaving? But it was the last 3-4 days left. I was like, I'll take it. Yeah. And then I got a little workout in, so thank God. And then I knew I needed some table time. Yeah. And when I went to Turkey, you know, obviously everybody's there. So I picked the smallest guy. They were in the back, arm wrestling.
Who's the smallest guy?
He was 160.
Satchel.
Unfortunately, it was like someone like that. So I go, oh yeah. I'm like, hey. And then he didn't speak much. I'm like, hey, I just want to kind of like, you know, I have a match in 4 days at Arm Wars. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, even if he doesn't understand, it'll be fine. Yeah. So then or in my left hand. So I load up, and fucking for some reason, dude, it was like,
Who was it?
I don't know his name, but apparently, this is the funny thing.
Right.
So he, and I was like, what the fuck? So my stupid ass, instead of being like, I go, oh shit. And I go into that like defense, and it like kind of stops him there. I'm like, fuck, should I just let? And he just goes, Badash! it just goes like literally my arm just goes boink, because I was like kind of contemplating if I should full on defend or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I found out later. I'm like, okay, thank you, sorry. You know, I didn't tell him anything. It was fine.
Yeah.
And then I arm wrestled him a little bit on the right. I was able to control him more, and you know, he was fucking strong as shit.
Yeah.
So then you know, I'm called out. There was another thing happening. I'm like, I go to these people like, who was that guy? Like, is he ranked or something? Like, he's actually really strong. He's like, yeah, he's like number 2 in Turkey.
Right. Oh yeah, well, Turkish.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I can't remember his name.
But I don't know. I did not said him.
Like 175 pounds max. 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little.
But it was fine. There's just a little negative. I mean, of course, you know, you'd rather not do negatives, but I've been healing it. It's gonna be pretty much ready to go tomorrow.
Nice.
So it gave me enough days because I was on Saturday. So I was like, okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
And it's only Craig Sanders anyway.
Dude, Craig Sanders. I can't believe I'm pulling Craig. Craig Sanders, when I was watching WL, was pulling finals against Tony Kotowski. Craig Sanders has, from what I've read, 2 wins on Svetan Kashevsky, who's one of the he's a legend. We've seen what he has been doing lately. I mean, I don't know what version of Svetan he pulled, but he's got 2 wins on one of the best pullers in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
So, and he's been pulling for how long? 20 years?
5,000 years. Sort of.
And he's fast. I mean, and he's very versatile. I just watched a match.
And he's still pretty fast.
Dude, he's fast. He's strong.
I think he's in his early 90s now, and he's still fast.
Yeah, no, he's incredible. So, I mean, I'm just like, whoa. So, yeah, it's going to be fascinating. If I could beat Craig Sanders, I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I think I can.
You think you're faster?
Let's see.
Yeah.
I should be, but you never know. I think left hand, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Like, I just no clue. On the right, I'm hoping that my hand and my leverage will be the clutch. And if I can do that, I think I can get him. As good as he is and as smart as he is, I was breaking down a match with Philly. And he's super smart. He can do anything, go anywhere.
Yeah.
Super subtle.
But even when you talk to him after, it was like, I don't know, mate. I just like to grab it. I feel what it's like, and I go like that. It's like,
yeah,
mate,
bullet.
There's more behind it than that.
No, he's crafty as fuck. Yeah, no, he's super good. And then, so if I win that on the right, then I face the winner of Joshua Davis and Adrian Propeska, which is fascinating because Joshua wants to take my head off. Yeah. Because I beat him last time, and Adrian wants to take Joshua's head off because Joshua beat Adrian last time.
I know. Yeah. It's an interesting forward.
And I want Adrian. I actually would love a match because I've never matched with Adrian.
Yeah. But that's like the worst match for us. We want either them two to pull or you two to pull. Yeah.
That battleground is going to be absolutely insane.
But we will get to see Adrian and him go at it again anyway. So yeah, you might get him after.
I might. If Adrian beats Joshua and if I beat Craig, that might be the final.
That's how it works.
Ooh. Fuck.
Cheese. Dude.
Anyway, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wash that hand.
Oh, it's ready.
No, wash it because I'm full.
Oh, wash it. Yeah.
Yeah.